All right. So today I want to show you how I use ChatGPT to create flashcards for the flashcard app that I use, which is called Anki app. Is one of the most famous flashcard apps. I show you this one, Anki. So what are flashcards? Basically, flashcards are the best way to review concepts that you want to memorize. And it applies very well to learning a new language because you need to learn a lot of rules, you need to learn a lot of words. So let me show you, for instance, I have a little flashcard already prepared for Korean adjectives. So you go to, oh, I need to download, okay. So download, yeah, so you can basically see, okay, there you go. So review. Not interesting. Um, what is not interesting? This video. No, I'm joking. um, 재미없어. In Korean, you say 재미없어요 to say that something is not interesting. So I press the button flip, and it shows me 재미없다. So okay, I was correct. Great. So how hard or easy was for me to remember that concept? It was actually easy. So because I marked this as easy, the app is not going to show me any more this card for a long time, because I graded it as easy for me to remember. But then if something is hard, like for instance, hi, I think it's nopa, maybe Noppa, okay, but it wasn't so easy for me, so I'm going to say that it was hard. I'm going to mark it as hard. So in that case, the app is going to repropose to me this word more frequently, or in a short amount of time, so very shortly. And so this makes it very easy for you to remember words. The issue, though, is how do you create this decks of flashcards? Because the problem is, I use grammar. I use a grammar book. This is the most famous book to learn Korean. It's Sogang Korean. It's one of the most popular books to learn Korean. Now the issue is, when I'm studying on Sogang Korean, that's where I find all the grammar rules and the words that I need to memorize. But I do not have a flashcard deck that is corresponding to what I'm studying. If I am at chapter one, I want to have words in my flashcards that are related to chapter one on Sogang Korean. So that's where ChatGPT can help. Let's go to ChatGPT. I can use ChatGPT to make it automatic and very fast to create deck of cards for the entire book. It's gonna take me like 5-10 minutes, and once I do that, it's very easy for me to just decide what kind of flashcards I want to refresh. Let's say if I am at chapter one, I can just use a tag and say, okay, let's refresh all the words that are in chapter one of this book. And automatically, the deck will be focused on those flashcards, and it makes the entire process very easy. The issue for me is when I'm studying Korean, when I'm on the book and I'm reading and I'm, understanding the different grammar rules and concepts, okay, that's easy. But then when I try and speak the language, which is the hardest part, and it's actually the part that is most important, because speaking Korean means, like, learning Korean means that you're able to speak Korean. Learning a new language is that, what you want is you go to a country and you are able to connect to the people there and speak a little bit. And so when I'm trying to recall the concepts that I learned on the book, then it becomes hard because I don't have a way to refresh those concepts throughout the day. And so it becomes very easy to, just forget. So let me show you what I do when, I want to create flashcards with ChatGPT. It's very easy. It's going to take a few minutes. Let me, sorry, my phone got disconnected. Let me show you. How it works. So let's go to chapter one. So basically, this book works in such a way that at the end of each chapter, you have a recap, and the recap basically has all the things that you need to learn, all the things that you need to memorize. So in this case, for chapter 1 of Sogan Korean, this is the book 1B. I'm at the 1B level. The end of chapter 1, we have this little recap. As you can see, here there is some grammar rules that I need to remember, and the rest it's all words. So I'm going to say to ChatGPT what I need. Okay, ChatGPT, I need your help. I'm learning Korean, and this picture that I uploaded is a recap of the concepts that I need to learn um, for chapter 1 of the book that I'm studying. I've highlighted the grammar part. In the grammar part, you can see some sentences like "유가때 뭐 할 거예요" or "부산에 여행 갈 거예요." As you can see, this is a little grammar rule that I need to remember. Especially it's the particularly is the future tense. 갈 거예요, 할 거예요. So what I need you to do, this is the grammar part, and then uh, below that there is the vocabulary and expressions, which are mostly just words or very short sentences. I need you to create for me a little CSV file with 3 columns. The first column is the word or sentence in Korean. And the second column is its translation in English. And the third column, it's a tag column. And specifically for this picture that you will be processing and creating a CSV for, you will tag it, all the entries are chapter 1. There will be other chapters. So for the moment, please focus on this picture. Be careful. Like, for instance, in the section adjectives, you can see that there are 2 words. These are opposite adjectives. So kakapta and molda. This is close and far in Korean. So please make a separate entry for each of these adjectives. And yeah, the rest should be easy. Okay, please go ahead and create the CSV file and make it downloadable for me. Okay, so as you can see, we've done 2 things. We have uploaded the picture, and we have given ChatGPT a pretty extensive prompt. This is only the first time that you have to do that. Later, you just upload the picture and you say, please do the same thing. So let's see if it works. Now ChatGPT is working. What we will do when it's done is we will download the CSV file. We will upload it into the Anki app, and then we have a perfect, deck of flashcards that we can use to refresh all the things that we have learned. Okay. Okay. There's been an issue. Let's see. I hope that this is just a momentary thing. Usually ChatGPT works quite well. I've been doing this yesterday already, and it was working. Error. Okay. Okay, it's just trying to fix the error on its own. Let me try and give it a little. Okay, let's see what happens. But yeah, I've done this yesterday. There was no issue. There might be, again, like they're always doing updates, and they're always fixing things on ChatGPT. So it could be that there's some maintenance going on, and it's not working. But you can also try and give it a little suggestion about what is wrong. So for instance, like in this file, there's like English words and Korean words, and to make sure that you don't have any problem in creating the CSV file, it should be um, it, I don't know. It should keep into account that there is a multi-language kind of type of text. So you can try and say that to ChatGPT. Yeah, there you go. The discrepancy in the array length was due to the Korean and English arrays having 49 entries instead of 50. Let's add one more entry each to balance. All right. As you can see, it's just like trying to fix the issue. Hmm. Ah, I think there is some maintenance going on. Now it's saying that it's working. Let me see. No, actually, it works. I don't know why it took so long, but usually it's very quick. Anyway, is it okay? Let me see. So 유가대 뭐 할 거예요? What are you going to do during the vacation? Perfect. 부산에 할 거예요. I will travel to Busan. Then there is all the different adjectives. Perfect. Um, yeah, it's it's perfect. Actually, it's working. Hooray! Normally, again, this takes just like one try. Like ChatGPT just does it on the fly. Now it took a few trials. Like nothing we did right. Like ChatGPT just worked through the errors and fixed the errors on its own, but in the end it took what, like 5-6 minutes to do it. It should have been much faster, but if I were to add all these entries into a deck of cards, into a deck of flashcards, it would have taken me like, I mean, hours for sure. So definitely, either it works at first try or not, it's still a huge amount of time that you save. Okay, so we just saved the file on my desktop, on my files. Now we go to Anki, and what you want to do is you want to go and hit this plus button on the top right corner, and you say import deck. You click on CSV file, choose file, and there you go. You have chapter 1 Korean, final, because it did a few tries. So you click on it and you call it chapter 1. Done. Begin import. Import success. So there you go. You have 51 words, and now when you go and review them, you can see 재미없다, flipped, boring. Good. 토요일에 극장에 같이 갈 수 있어요. Can we go to the movies on Saturday together? Can we go to the theater together on Saturday? Okay, it was quite good. 혼자, it means alone. Okay, great. So as you can see, the deck is working quite well. Now, what I like to do is, because we have this tagging system, let me show you how it works. Let's do it for chapter 2. So we can go to chapter 2. At the end of chapter 2, we have the recap, exactly as we did for chapter 1. And what do we want to say to ChatGPT? There you go. So let me highlight. Oops, that's not what happened. Okay, 1 second, sorry. So let's try again. Okay, so what I want to do is, so ChatGPT, I've uploaded a second picture. What I want you to do is to treat it exactly like the same picture. Be careful. Now the grammar section has 3 different small dialogues. I want you to create a separate entry for each sentence in these 3 little dialogues. And then there is the vocabulary and expression part, where you can find words and very small sentences. So treat everything exactly as you did for the first picture. The only difference now is that in the tag column, I want you to add chapter 2 as a tag. And I want you to actually create a CSV file that includes both the words in chapter 1 and the words in chapter 2. So I want to create one single CSV file that contains everything from the first file and the second file that you're going to generate now. Um, Please make it downloadable. Okay, so we told ChatGPT what we want. Let's see if this time it goes smoothly. There you go, Fate. Let's try again. Yeah, okay. Yeah, usually there are no issues and it works really, really well and really fast. But I have a feeling that basically they're upgrading to their next voice function. Like they have a little, basically they have an update coming up, and I think they're working on this update. So there might be some issues related to that. 1 second. So let's say that it is working. Let's try again. Okay, the good news is ChatGPT is actually doing its thing. I just need to, yeah, share my phone, which sometimes it jumps. I think the screen mirroring between phone and Mac is a little bit finicky sometimes. All right, good. So you can see the screen. Okay, great. So it looks like everything is done. And we have this combined Korean vocabulary chapter 1 and chapter 2 corrected. So it looks like it did encounter some issue, but it was able to smoothly fix it. Let me see if it is. Yeah, chapter 1, chapter 2. Great. I think it worked quite well. Let me check a few entries of chapter 2. So, pagi는, okay, the pants are perfect. What is it? 이 pagi는 얼마나예요? 짧은 pagi는. Okay, great. So, chapter 2 pagi는, 길 pagi는. What about the long pants? 길 pagi는. Yeah, great. It's working. Let me check. Nemse should be somewhere here. Let me see if, yeah, Nemse. There you go. It's working. The file is actually perfect. So let's go and save it. Save it to files. Save. Now we go to Anki. We import again a deck of cards. CSV. Choose file. Chapter 1 and 2 combined. Begin import. A name. Okay. You can say chapter 1 and 2. Begin import. Processing. Should be done in a few seconds. Yeah, so while it processes, what I like to do is create a deck of the entire book, which usually takes me, there you go, import success, usually takes me, I don't know, 10 minutes to just go through all the chapters. Like this is chapter 2. There are 8 chapters. So it's 8 pictures that you need to import and process. Very easy. And then what I will do is, let's say that you want to review only chapter 1 or only chapter 2. So you click on it. And now when you review cards, you will only review the cards from that specific chapter. That way, all the information about your grading, so when you say whether it's easy or not for you to remember that certain word, the grading will be saved, and you don't, basically, when you upload a new deck of cards, it's almost like you are restarting your grading process, While if you have a deck for the entire book and you only review the chapter that you're studying or all of the cards altogether, if you don't select any chapter, all the information about that specific grading for that specific deck of cards, it's saved. And so that way, basically, it's very easy. You just select the chapter you're reviewing or all the chapters or more than one chapter. Let's say you're studying, you are at chapter 4, you select the tags 1, 2, 3, 4, and you can review those cards that are important to you. So pair, I think this is a pair. There you go. It was easy for me. So ipaji olmanayo. These pens, how much they cost? How much are these pens? Good. Podo is grape. Sorry, this was easy for me. Kage. Okay, kage. Kage is shop, but it was not so easy for me. So I will say hard. So it will be reproposed to me shortly. Great. This is how I study Korean with ChatGPT and Anki. I think, again, this is part of my series where I study Korean every day. I'm at day 7. I moved to Korea just 2 months ago. I'm studying Korean. So, I tried studying Korean in the past, and it's been hard because we didn't have all these automations. I had to always, upload each, single a little word. Maybe, yeah, it was still great because we had Anki, right? We had flashcards, but now with ChatGPT, we can really automatize things, and I use it even just to study. I have a video. I make a video every day where I show what I'm studying, and I use ChatGPT to translate, to explain things. So I'll keep touching on this subject. If it's interesting, I'll make more videos how I use ChatGPT to study Korean. And yeah, it's very exciting. I'm happy. I'm making quite a lot of progress. And yeah, if you want, you can follow along. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks, and that's it for today. Bye bye.